Welcome, everyone, to the L7C podcast wrestling edition. Today, we are here with the SummerSlam preview. SummerSlam, at the time of our recording, is next week, August 3rd, in Cleveland, Ohio. So we got the L7C wrestling expert with us, Mr. Jacob Mason. How are you doing today, sir?
Dude, I'm fantastic. I'm here. I'm fired up. Ready to talk to SummerSlam, biggest party of the summer.
And then, since it's a big pay-per-view, the captain is here, Mr. Byron Mitchell. How are you doing today, sir? Welcome back.
Oh, I'm great. I love when it's big pay-per-view season. Get to come talk some wrestling. And it's in Ohio, my home state. So I'm extra pumped up for SummerSlam.
Absolutely. So we are going to be going right into previewing SummerSlam with the matches we have available. Do want to give some shout outs to some things that have happened over the time since me and Jacob have been on. When we recorded last time, Jacob, it was literally AEW 250, and MJF and Will Ospreay put on a show. Man, they wrestled for almost over an hour.
Yeah, once again, certified banger by Will Ospreay. Pretty neat because I've never seen it before. I mean, they literally had MJF on like an oxygen mask after the match. I thought that was good. That's keeping kayfabe real. I'm happy with it.
Byron, any thoughts on AEW 250?
Man, 250 episodes. That's amazing. Because they have not been the best creatively recently. But hey, banger match, like Jacob said. I think like that extra touch of MJF on the oxygen mask was amazing. So keep up. Good shit like that, AEW.
Also, they've been very drama-free recently, which is always the best.
Yes.
So that is always good in itself. So let's get into it. It's SummerSlam time. We're gonna actually make this one a lot more fun. Sharing the screen.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna make this a lot more intuitive, a lot more fun from now on going forward with these big pay-per-views. So we got the Bet Online betting odds for SummerSlam. We're gonna talk about them. We're gonna decide who we're gonna pick, and then once we make all of our picks, and we're gonna use their odds, we are going to see how much that would be on a parlay.
I like that. Also, we have to do a group pick. Ooh, okay.
Well, we can do. We'll go through it. We'll see how different all of our stuff is. I'm pretty sure we'll be different. Obviously, too, L7C Pick'em Championship is going to be on the line as well. We're going to have 7 L7C members at SummerSlam next week, so it'll be a great time. Let's get right into it. Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. Jacob, Braun Breaker on here is the overwhelming favorite. Minus 3,000.
Honestly, God damn it. Keep it with Sammy. I'm going to take the underdog here. The underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be my Braun's going to be a great champion. I love it on Sammy though. Sammy's just been fucking strong. And I am sure, I mean, I have no doubt if Sammy does end up losing it, it's going to be like, it's still going to make Sammy look strong. I mean, let's be real. Motherfuckers beat, like we talked about it in the last podcast or podcast before, dude beat Gunther and Braun Breaker.
Yes.
Like, that's impressive. That is straight up impressive. I'm good with that. I don't know. I want Sammy to keep it. I won't be shocked though. You know, Braun Breaker wins it though.
Byron?
Kind of in the same boat as Jacob. Like, I don't know if it's time for Braun Breaker to win a championship yet. Now, he has been red hot, destroying people every week with a spear. Just makes it look amazing. I wouldn't mind Braun Breaker winning, but I think Sammy's going to retain at SummerSlam because I don't think too many championships are going to change hands. I think Sammy...
In no way, shape, or form am I comparing him this to the streak, either him or Cody stuff. But like me and Jake, I think we said this on the last podcast. Sammy beat a guy who was champ for how long? The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in history. So you can't just have that dude just losing like that. Same with like Cody Rhodes. He beat a guy who was champ for almost 4 years. So that's why if you're going to do it, Sammy does have to look extremely strong. Because just look like, remember when Brock Lesnar broke the streak, that from that point until I don't know when the Goldberg thing, maybe he was untouchable. Because you got to make someone who ends those historic reigns look untouchable.
Yeah. And it also came out today that this SummerSlam match will be Sami Zayn's first main card match at SummerSlam. It's like 2016. And I just don't think you have him lose with that type of, I guess, magic behind him.
All right. So let's go with Sammy. Let's go with Sammy right there. Let's actually, well, this one just got announced. This is probably a co-main event, if you want to say it, the co-main event of the thing. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. CM Punk's been cleared. He is going to wrestle. Jacob, this will be the first time CM Punk is wrestling in a one-on-one match on pay-per-view in WWE in over a decade. I don't know if this is going to be a one-match thing, if this is going to be a trilogy. Seth Rollins is a special guest referee for people out there. How do you see this one going?
Well, it's crazy because CM Punk is the underdog in this match. CM Punk's what, plus 200, Drew McIntyre's minus 300. There's no way you have this build up and leave it one match. There's no way. That being said, this match does not end clean, I don't think. I think definitely going to have shenanigans against Seth Rollins being the guest referee makes a big difference in this. I want to see Drew McIntyre win. I want to see him shoot the guy at this point because I would understand if he could do it. Like I'd like, you know what, Punk's had it coming, but I think CM Punk wins by shenanigans. So I'm taking the underdog on this.
Byron.
Yeah, I don't see this just being a one and done match, even though it should, because CM Punk has put Drew McIntyre through hell for like the last 3 months since coming back from his injury. I think CM Punk wins it too. I think it's just one of those things where like everyone wants Drew McIntyre to win, and he just doesn't. So they can drag it out.
Well, majority, because 2 out of 3, so I'm gonna put Punk's odds. I don't know, man. It's really tough because it's like, where do you go? Like, once they're done with this trilogy, if it's a trilogy, where do you go from here? We'll see what you guys think about the potential new champion. But yeah, I don't know, because this is Punk's first official match.
Yeah, besides Royal Rumble. So I think that's another reason why I think he might win, since it's his first official match.
So does this go back to the Jacob? Is this your line, man? Is this the line happen to Drew again? Right person, wrong time.
See, this story's so good that I would understand at this point. Like if he would lose, like especially if he loses the shenanigans, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's because this is far from over. You can run this easily until Survivor Series. You can run this damn near to day one. I can see. Yeah. Plus, Seth Rollins get involved into this whole thing, and this is going to go from a 2-way rivalry to a 3-way rivalry, and it's going to be money.
Yeah, I can see a scenario where Seth accidentally helps CM Punk wins because he hates that man.
Yeah, he hates him too. And I mean, if the goal is, if this is a long-standing thing, if the goal is to then go to finally get the Seth CM Punk thing at next year's WrestleMania, this is where you can use this as a building block. We'll see on that. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa is already decided it's going to be the main event of the card. Cody Rhodes is a minus 5,000 favorite. I think we're all going to pick Cody. Our thing, Is this where the tribal chief Roman Reigns comes and we start the true bloodline civil war?
I mean, yeah, I personally, I'm taking Cody in this match. That's a no-brainer to me. But the real question is what kind of shenanigans happens and how does the fuckery end up furthering the storyline? With Roman, I don't know. Is Roman going to come out? Is Rock going to come out? Is Hikuleo, Tama Tonga, and Tongaloa's younger brother going to show up? There is a lot of questions here.
I personally think it's going to be Roman because the WrestleMania break to SummerSlam, and now him calling the tribal chief, him messing up Paul Heyman. I think it's going to be Roman. Now I don't know what that's going to look like Roman not helping Cody win the title, but effing up Solo so he doesn't win because Roman wants to be the one to beat Cody type ordeal. I could see that happening.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Roman's probably not too keen on the direction that Solo's taking the bloodline now. So I can see Roman coming back because if the rumors are true, it'll be bloodline versus bloodline whenever War Games Survivor Series happens this year. So coming back at SummerSlam is a perfect way to start building towards that.
Fun fact: 4 years ago, that's when Roman Reigns came back during COVID SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was a terrible thing because he literally came and literally took the title in 2 seconds off of Bray Wyatt when it was a Bray Wyatt Braun Strowman feud. But yeah, I think Cody wins that. Now, LA Knight, Logan Paul. Don't know if you guys know, Logan Paul is actually one of the longest reigning United States champions in history, and he's only had 2 title defenses.
He's third. He's third on the list.
That's pretty bad.
Still not as bad as number 1 being Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
At least Logan takes the championship everywhere he goes. That U.S. title was non-existent when Dean Ambrose had that in the Shield.
So I think it's time, guys. I think it's LA Knight's time.
I think if he loses, I don't know when his time will be again. So I think he has to win it at SummerSlam.
You also have the factor of Logan Paul is in his hometown, Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, of course, we're going with LA Knight. Yeah.
If he doesn't do it this time, I mean, I know we were all upset when he didn't win Money in the Bank that time, and Triple H said, just be patient, be patient. We're gonna skip. We're gonna go down real quick. Women's World Championship: Bayley, the champ, versus Nia Jax, the Queen of the Ring. Because as we've praised for the past couple podcasts, now when you win King of Queen of the Ring, you get the title match at SummerSlam, which is fantastic. The odds have actually shifted on this. When I was looking at this yesterday, Bayley was the underdog, and now it's dead even. Which I don't know what. I don't even know. They don't even have her down here. I don't know what's gonna happen in this match. I don't know if this is the time. I mean, Bayley's pretty loved right now, and she's in that whole impatience of the damage control. I don't know if we want Nia as champ. I don't think Tiffany cashes in just yet. But this odds are dead even. Jacob, what are you thinking?
Dude, so I'm very torn on this because I think Bayley, of course, is going to be the better champion overall.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, with Nia Jax winning Queen of the Ring, and we've always talked about it, let's make these tournaments mean something.
Mm-hmm.
It loses, man. That's rough, and it's not a good look for that tournament. So I don't know. I know I wouldn't put this on my parlay if I was putting money on it. Because
but we're building a whole SummerSlam parlay. So.
But I know we're going to do the whole parlay. We're playing with Monopoly money right now. So I don't know. Fuck it. We're going Nia Jax, I guess.
Okay. All right. Eventually, no pun intended to her thing, Tiffany is going to be Tiffany's time. Now, I don't know what she's going to be like as a overall world champion, how that's going to be, if she's going to be able to handle that pressure, because she is only like 25, 26, something like that. But Bayley's been a staple, obviously, for so long. 4 horsewoman, we all know the deal. It's just when you do, if Nia Jax becomes champion, what does that make of the women's division on SmackDown? Because there's so many people who could physically match up to her. 2 of them in particularly, obviously Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. No disrespect to Tiffany. Tiffany can't beat Nia unless it's off shenanigans, like a lot of people can. So
that's why she has Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, but I mean, if she cashes in, Nia's going to want the rematch. But then you have that dynamic of Nia and Tiffany becoming best friends. So if one's the champ and one's the briefcase, you have that kind of weird dynamic, which would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I love Bayley, so I'll pick Bayley. But I do think either SummerSlam or the Monday after, a top tier woman's returning.
Are you saying the one I'm probably thinking of?
I don't know. I mean, there's 2. If Nia Jax wins and Tiffany and her are best friends, the old best friend, Alexa Bliss, might pull up. That would be a very interesting storyline.
Yeah.
But if you want GOAT status versus GOAT status, this is where Charlotte comes back.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think a top tier woman's returning. I don't think it's Becky right now because Seth is here, but someone's returning sooner or later, because it's once we get to SummerSlam, we're like, we're 6 months away till the Rumble. It's time to really start getting it going, because they can't just keep giving the title to Bianca.
Yeah, they just gotta start building up these younger women for when eventually the 4 horsewomen retire from wrestling. Because it's still their era right now, in case you guys didn't know.
Byron, I saw you put your head down, man. I know you were thinking real hard on this one.
I'm torn between this one too, because one championship is changing hands at SummerSlam.
Yes.
I should say one major, like between the women and the men's. So
yeah.
I don't know if it's Nia's time, because trying to think of like going from a heel champion in Nia to a heel champion in Tiffany is but I'm going Bayley. She still deserves a long reign. She deserves a long reign.
Either or. The odds right now are the same. They're minus 120. So, but then the other women's match is very interesting too. Guys, I do not remember. I don't remember where I've seen Rhea Ripley be this big an underdog. Especially the past 2-3 years. Plus 300 for Rhea, minus 500 for Liv as the champ. Byron, this story is one of the hot storylines. Rhea obviously came back. The whole Liv Dominic stuff with I was about to call them Damage Control. Judgment Day. Where do you see this one going?
So at the beginning, when Liv came back, I was like, all right, time for Liv to win it at SummerSlam. And unfortunately, Rhea got injured. So then Liv eventually became the champ, after beating Becky. I think Liv deserves to finish the story, quote unquote. So I'm picking Liv to retain.
Jacob.
Yeah, 100% Liv. And God damn it, shout out to Liv, Rhea, and Dominic Mysterio, because, dude, they deserve Oscars, Emmys. This storyline is so fucking good. I'm so invested in this shit. Shout out to Rhea for making her licking Dominic's face her cover photo on Twitter, and Liv crying her main photo on Twitter. Dude, that shit is, as the kids call it, that is cinema. And I am here for it.
I think the storyline's been great in itself, but Jacob Byron. This is wrestling, so you know the IWC always has something to say. You know, there's some posts, tweets, whatever you want, whatever you look at social media, saying, "I thought we moved past the Divas era. What are we doing with this storyline?"
I saw that earlier and I had to close Twitter. Like, come on, dog. Let us have something. Liv is doing great wrestling. Rhea's great at wrestling. Like, come on.
Everyone's winning. I don't know how the hell you're bitching about this.
They think the sexualization is back from the Divas era. I was like, bro, if you think this is what it was in the Divas era, you were not watching this. This is very, very tamed. Dominic and Liv haven't even kissed. Like, what are we talking about here?
This is nothing. And let's get real. If y'all can't handle this now, when we go to Netflix and we get off that PG bullshit, hold on, or just get off the train, get off my wagon. I want none of y'all on here. Just leave.
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all can get off in December before January comes around.
I think Liv is going to win off shenanigans. I don't think this is going to be clean because they can't pin Rhea clean after just coming back.
Right. I think Dom interferes somehow.
He's going to fuck this up. And maybe we finally see Finn betrays the Judgment Day and he goes with Liv and they are that faction.
There have been some rumors that Finn is secretly in Liv's corner.
I mean, what if Dom comes down to distract the ref for Rhea, and then Finn comes out and like hits him with a sling blade out of nowhere?
Yep,
takes him out. Dude, give me that. Give me that. I want it.
That'd be dope. And then the other Judgment Day match, Gunter, Damian Priest. Man, both Judgment Day people, underdogs. Damian is the champ, plus 350. Gunter, the king of the ring, the challenger, minus 600. Jacob, you've been a big Gunter fan. We were Gunter fans when he was Walter. Gunter has been on a freaking tear. We knew when he lost that Intercontinental Championship to Sami, this type of opportunity was coming sooner rather than later. It is here now with the King of the Ring win and number one contendership. Is this the time? Does Gunter become World Heavyweight Champion?
Yes. This is the time. And this is also where you can see Finn pull out the shenanigans very easily. Dom could just magically fuck it up for Rhea. Finn could just directly stick a knife into Damian Priest's chest and call this done. And I'd be... I want Gunther to win. I'm such a Gunther fan because, dude, let's be real. That man as champion is like as world heavyweight champion. Dude, that's peanut butter and jelly. That just goes together so well. And the amount of shit they can do would just be unending. Gunther is made to be a world champion.
Byron.
I'm going with Gunter as well. I think it's his time. Been amazing the last year and a half that he's been on the main roster. Definitely has been a dominant champion, dominant wrestler. So I think it's his time. But a part of me would not be surprised if they had Damian retain.
I will say with Damian, I know when he became champ and cashed in at WrestleMania, people are like, whatever. But these past couple months, man, he's really turned that crowd around into cheering for him. Like he has actually been very good as like world heavyweight champion as the weeks go on. And now with Rhea back and like the interactions with him, he told Dom, he's like, hey man, I tried to tell you all this time. Now look, you done effed up. And now it's like Rhea and Damian, like their brother and sister in this, and then you got like Dominic and like all that stuff. So, but man, one of the king or queen of the ring are going to win. They're going to win the titles. I mean, I picked Bayley, so that means I would have to go Gunter on this, and I feel like there might be some shenanigans. And this is only and these are the matches we have right now. So all the individual titles are on the line. Remember, SummerSlam starts 7 p.m. EST. And the way these pay-per-views have been going, they've been done by 10:30.
Do you think they add other matches? Because there's still both men's tag team championships that haven't been announced, or the women's tag team championship.
I don't know. It's just like if they
Because
want to keep
right
the
now we have
10:30,
7 matches.
if they want to keep the 10:30 thing, then. But if they give all these matches time and there's shenanigans,
Right.
like if Roman Reigns is coming in this solo match, this match is going to be 30 minutes plus.
Mm-hmm.
If there's shenanigans in this real live thing, Dame, like the only one that might not have shenanigans is Braun and Sammy, and LA Knight and Logan.
Yeah,
I think Logan's one will have shenanigans because I think they'll have like a Browns player interfere in some way.
I can see that.
Crime bottle of some sort.
Yeah,
some Scott thing. Yeah,
because Logan hasn't had a non-shenanigan match in ages.
He has not.
But that's what we got right now. So if we did all the majority picks, that is a plus 15,359 odds. If you put $10 on our parlay for SummerSlam, you'd win $1,535.88 if all of our matches come true.
That's a nice come up.
Yeah, I'll place that bet. I'm gonna place that bet. What we got? Bet on.
Bet online.
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah,
$10 to win 1,500, man.
Why not? Who cares? I lose $10 every weekend, anyways, on UFC. So,
and then if you look at our track record and we've gotten these things more right than not, if you get ballsy and add an extra 100 gets you 15,000.
What's $5 get me?
$5, I got you.
I like a good $5.
$5 gets you $7.76.
Oh yeah, you're definitely doing a $5 parlay easily.
Yeah, and that's on a parlay of all of our picks of this, and the biggest one, the one that's probably the scariest, is Sami Zayn winning because that was plus 900.
Yeah.
If Sami Zayn wins, they might be giving you the cash out option early.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Sammy is the hardest bet, but if I'm betting on an underdog, I mean, Sammy is
underdog from the underground.
Underdog from the crowd. Let's go, baby.
The Sammy one and the Bailey one are probably like the ones.
Yes, those are the two hardest.
Scare me the most.
But so you just have to put the names on it. The odds are the same. Yeah, but no, it's gonna be interesting, man. This is the first one in America all year. Like paper one of is it the first one?
Royal Rumble was
post WrestleMania.
Yeah, post WrestleMania is the first one.
Yep. So Cleveland's got to do good, man.
Dude, I'm so excited. You guys are going to have a blast there. Absolute blast.
I'm gonna be a nervous wreck looking at my damn score sheet in the middle of the
that. In the moment, I probably won't care until it's all said and done. Like, all right, did I win or not?
Well, if I lose by 1 point, as always, I'm gonna get freaking pissed. Especially since I'm seeing it live.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Now,
who's the champ?
Also,
Mitch, Dragon Ball expert. Shout out to Mitch.
Okay,
he won at WrestleMania. I even forgot how that man did. Oh, his day 2 was phenomenal. He did really well.
Yeah, so some of those WrestleMania matches screwed me over.
But then also already, because I know we teased it, and me and Jake, we're going to talk about this more in December. They already have John Cena futures up.
What's the futures look like?
John Cena WrestleMania opponents.
All right.
Randy
Why
Orton's
do they put Edge on there? Edge is AEW.
Plus 5,000. Undertaker plus 5,000.
Ric Flair, come on, y'all.
Well, they're doing that if it's the 16 for 16.
Ric Flair plus 10,000.
I like this Punk value pick.
Yeah, plus 700.
I don't know. Batista, bro, it's not going to be Batista. Stone Cold coming in. Triple H, the guy has a defibrillator in his heart.
Right,
what are we talking about?
Batista looks like he's anorexic right now since he's gotten off all the roids.
So they have final opponent. They have him make the Final Four in the World Rumble. Will he win the Royal Rumble? WrestleMania for a world title. That's what we got right now. Cena future's already up.
Cena Final Four in the Royal Rumble is the easiest.
Yes,
that's minus three. That's minus 300.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I like this Punk because I think I said on the last one, I think Randy's wrestling Cody. And Cody's there too. It ain't gonna be Dwayne. They ain't doing that 3 times. Dwayne is gonna be wrestling Roman. So that's out. Gunter's gonna be wrestling. I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who.
If he wins this world title, because I think he's gonna take that world title to Mania.
Oh yeah. He fucking better.
Which he better. That means someone has to win that Rumble, but it's very interesting to see. Very interesting to see. Guys, that's SummerSlam preview. Again, it is in Cleveland, Ohio. We record in Ohio, so this is a big deal for our state. It's going to be an economic boom for that city. There's going to be thousands of people there. I mean, I hope the non-wrestling fans in Cleveland are ready. Hotels and Airbnbs have been booked way back.
So you guys are staying overnight, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got an Airbnb. We check in at 3 on Saturday, and then I think checkout's like 11 on Sunday.
If you don't mind me asking, what did an Airbnb run in Cleveland for SummerSlam weekend?
Give me a minute, and I will tell you.
While he's looking that up, Blood and Guts is going on right now, guys. AEW Blood and Guts, and when we come back, we're gonna have to It's gonna be a very quick turnaround because we're gonna need to review SummerSlam and then start previewing, getting ready to preview Wembley.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
So we got quick turnarounds.
When is Wembley again?
I think it's the end of let me just go on there. Because I do like how AEW, I like how they have their events tab on their website. Like I like this layout. August 25th. So we still got some time to preview. We can make that into its own podcast in itself, like we did SummerSlam, to do it justice.
Yeah.
But no, I like their schedule layout.
Yeah. So Jacob, the Airbnb costs after taxes $584.72 for 8 people. That was like $98 per person.
That's good. That's nothing. That's pretty good for a whole house. Shit.
And it's about 10, 12 minutes away from the stadium.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Are you guys going to walk it or are you guys going to park it?
I don't know. I know we're some of us are going to get to Cleveland early, going to get there before noon, have some lunch there, some time, and then relax a little before deciding what we're going to do transportation wise. Other people still got to decide what time they're coming to Cleveland, but it's going to be a good time. We'll see. It's the biggest pay-per-view it's the biggest event I've ever been to live in my life. So
same.
And that's kind of crazy. Jacob, just real quick, CM Punk's trying to sign a contract with WWE. He could be with WWE forever.
I just seen that right before the podcast started. He's trying to restructure his contract already. Man, trying to get that quiet contract.
Man, just like that song says, man, does it ever drive you crazy just how fast the night changes? Like, what the hell are we at now? We went from Punk saying F this place, I never want to be back. Triple H is the doofus son-in-law to I want to be here forever. Man, that's what hell in AEW when you were causing all the drama would do to you.
That's true, because he was causing all the drama.
Why?
Like, it's weird to think he wants to be there forever after all the stuff.
Yeah. If you had to ask me 10 years ago, would I ever see CM Punk at WWE or that he would want to come back and stay there forever, I would have said, hell no, you crazy.
You wouldn't even have to wait 10 years for me. If you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I would have said no chance. Right? No chance.
Especially when you signed with AEW.
No chance.
What was that line? He's like, the past 7 years, I was just like chilling or something like that. Like I haven't wrestled in 7 years or something like that.
Or he also said the joy for I finally returned to wrestling since X amount. Like,
yeah, that's yeah.
You would have told me
over his old WWE phase.
Nah, I never would have thought he would come back. I mean, it's just nah.
I'm old, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children. So
that's my favorite
that
line.
media scrum changed wrestling forever.
So good. That is the best CM Punk point. Like, I use that at work all the time.
Shoot, I feel like some of those people. Well, I mean, obviously, some of them have not recovered mentally from that because the Young Bucks kept bringing it up every time they got until they beat up Tony Khan and the Jack Perry stuff until he helped beat up Tony Khan. I feel like Hangman Page has not been in the real main event scene since.
Oh, he's coming back though. He's like this new heel character. It's kind of working.
He's in that match.
Yeah, but it ain't the same. Like when he before that Punk stuff, this dude was the Cena quote, the face that runs the place.
Yeah,
dude, the build up to Hangman Adam Page getting that title was so good.
Yes,
because before AEW was official, like it was back on being the elite. That slow build up.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit.
What's Kenny man and Kenny Omega? I mean, I'm excited for Wembley because they're gonna put on some heat. They're gonna put on some heat.
Oh,
the only match for Wembley is Swerve and Daniel Bryan, right?
Well, we already know
only
that.
Announced match.
Let's pull it up. Oh wait, what the hell? I know I looked at this with Jacob last time.
Have AEW coming to Dayton here pretty soon too.
Okay.
Sure. Well, no, I'm not going to Dayton. That's more like your guys. I'm not going to Dayton. Oh, I ain't even going to Cleveland for SummerSlam. Nah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no, because they got Tony.
Tony and Mariah May. I think that match is going to be good too.
And then
hell,
unofficially too. I mean, Bray and Mercedes have to be on this card.
Yeah,
like this is going to be crazy. But again, the only problem is how do you have your WrestleMania and then you follow it up with basically like your SummerSlam within like the same week?
I hate that. They really need to stop doing that shit.
London, August 25th, All Out, September 7th.
Who was in charge of that bullshit?
Tony?
Yeah, I got that. But like, that affects so much. That affects so many matches. And who's fresh, who's not, who's injured, who's not. It's fucked.
And they still have stuff in between that too, like Dynamite on 28th after you come back from then the 31st, 4th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah, I got 2 weeks between pay-per-views. That's not enough rest time.
Well, especially not big pay-per-views. It's not like small ones. Ones where you literally have to go all out. No pun intended, but
see what you did there.
And of course, All Out, Chicago, Illinois.
Of course.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I do appreciate why they always do go back for All Out because that's it started. So like, I'm okay with that. And well, it's not just for CM Punk, so I'll take it.
Yeah, we can't say that anymore for AEW. Even though Tony Khan, maybe the CM Punk collision schedule probably 4 years in advance. Scheduled all those days. Oh, that's still one of the wildest things ever, the creation of Collision, man.
Oh, I still can't believe Phil dropped that bag like that, man.
Yeah. Jake, before we go, Jacob, what's going to be the match of the night at SummerSlam?
Ooh, match of the night. Man. Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn is going to be a very dark horse good match, I think.
I think that opens the show, too.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to go Gunther and Damian Priest. I think that's going to be match of the night.
Byron?
I'm leaning towards Braun and Sami. Drew and CM Punk may still show too. It depends on CM Punk and Russell not get hurt.
Well, sure, that's true. I'm gonna go because of the shenanigans. I agree with you. I'm gonna put the ladies because the storyline involved Rhea and Liv.
Mm-hmm.
They might have the OMG moment of the night, depending on what Dominic does.
True.
That's true. That's true.
But with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast, our SummerSlam preview. SummerSlam is August 3rd. Again, Cleveland, Ohio. The crew will be there. It's going to be a great time. And then we're going to review it and tell what it's like to be at a Big Four pay-per-view and things of that nature. With that being said, L7C podcast signing out. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.